In 1972, at Stanford University, researchers placed a simple marshmallow in front of a child. Then, they gave them one choice: eat it now, or wait just 15 minutes, and get two instead. It sounded like a harmless experiment, but what happened next would become one of the most famous studies of self-control ever conducted. Years later, researchers discovered something incredible. The children who could wait often achieved better outcomes in life than the ones who couldn't. Not because they were smarter, but because they had something else: the ability to delay gratification. And here's the surprising part: that same test is still happening every single day. Only now, the marshmallow doesn't look like a marshmallow anymore. It looks like the latest iPhone, a luxury car, designer shoes, an expensive vacation, or an Amazon cart waiting for just one more click. Every single day, millions of intelligent people fail this test without even realizing it. That's why being smart doesn't automatically make you wealthy. Think about it. Doctors, engineers, lawyers, software developers, some of the highest paid professionals in America, still live paycheck to paycheck. How does that happen? Because money has very little to do with IQ. It has everything to do with behavior. And once you understand that, you'll realize the next trap is even more dangerous. Thomas Stanley, the author of The Millionaire Next Door, spent years studying real millionaires, not the ones you see on TV, not the ones showing off luxury cars or giant mansions, the real ones. And what he discovered surprised almost everyone. Most millionaires didn't look rich. They didn't drive exotic cars. They didn't wear designer clothes. Many of them lived in ordinary neighborhoods and lived far below their means because they understood one simple truth: wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about keeping your money and making it grow. But intelligent people often fall into a completely different trap: overconfidence. When someone becomes successful in one area, they naturally start believing they'll be successful in every area. A great surgeon assumes investing will be easy. A software engineer believes managing money is simple. A business owner thinks every financial decision will work out because the last one did. But money doesn't reward confidence, it rewards consistency. And confidence without humility can become incredibly expensive. During the dot-com bubble, thousands of highly educated investors believed technology stocks could only keep rising. Many invested their life savings. Some even borrowed money to buy more. For a while, they looked like financial geniuses. Then, the market collapsed, and almost overnight, millions of dollars disappeared. The lesson wasn't that investing is dangerous. The lesson was overconfidence can destroy wealth much faster than bad luck ever will. Now, compare that to Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors in history. Even after building extraordinary wealth, he still says he refuses to invest in businesses he doesn't fully understand. Think about that. The smartest investors don't pretend to know everything. They protect themselves by knowing their limits. And that's where the next danger begins. Because even if you avoid bad investments, there's still one habit that quietly destroys wealth year after year: lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, you feel excited, you promise yourself, this time I'll finally save more. But then the apartment gets nicer, the car gets newer, the vacations become more expensive, the subscriptions quietly multiply, and somehow your income goes up, but your financial freedom doesn't. That's the trap. Your brain adapts so quickly that What once felt like luxury soon feels completely normal. And once something becomes normal, your brain starts chasing the next upgrade, then the next one, and the next. Which means the real problem isn't always how much money you make. It's what happens every time you make more. You'll discover the one habit that quietly separates people who build lasting wealth from everyone else. So, what do wealthy people do that most others don't? They ask a different question. Most people ask, can I afford this? Wealthy people ask, will this make my future better? That single question changes everything. Imagine you receive a bonus or a raise. Most people immediately start thinking about how to spend it. A vacation, a new phone, a luxury watch, something that feels rewarding today. But wealthy people think differently. They ask, how can this money start working for me? Because they understand a simple truth. Money is like an employee. Every dollar you spend retires forever. Every dollar you invest goes to work. And over time, those employees never stop earning. Morgan Housel, the author of The Psychology of Money, once wrote, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are, and a lot to do with how you behave. That might be the most important financial lesson you'll ever hear, because almost anyone can learn how investing works. Almost anyone can understand compound growth, but very few people can consistently control their own behavior, and that's the real advantage. Not intelligence, not talent, not luck, discipline. Think back to the Stanford marshmallow experiment. The children who waited didn't win because they were smarter. They won because they were willing to sacrifice a small reward today for a much bigger reward tomorrow. That's exactly how wealth is built. Not through one brilliant investment, not through one lucky opportunity, but through thousands of small decisions made consistently over many years, choosing to invest instead of trying to impress, choosing patience instead of impulse, choosing freedom over appearance. And here's something almost nobody tells you. You don't need a higher IQ. You don't need a six-figure salary, and you don't need to become a completely different person. You only need to make one better financial decision than you made yesterday, then repeat it tomorrow and the day after that, because small decisions become habits. Habits become identity, and identity quietly becomes wealth. So here's your challenge. Before your next non-essential purchase, pause for just 30 seconds and ask yourself, am I buying this to look wealthy or to become wealthy? That one question could save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime, because in the end, the people who build real wealth aren't always the smartest people in the room. They're simply the people who make better decisions more consistently. And once you understand that, money stops being a mystery. It becomes a mirror, reflecting the habits you choose every single day. If this video changed the way you think about money, subscribe for more documentaries on wealth psychology, financial behavior, and the hidden principles that build real financial freedom.